guys, today is Plaid Week Day 2. It is a series where I do plaid related videos for 7 days straight. For today's Plaid Week, I am actually going to take you guys on an official Christmas house tour. I haven't done one yet, but there are specific individualized videos for most of these rooms. However, you are going to get to see my guest bathroom reveal and my office reveal, which has not been seen so far on my channel. Plaid is my favorite pattern. You're going to see pops of it throughout this Christmas house tour. I just don't overuse it. I think that right now I'm in this moment where I want to have it just be very subtle throughout my house, and you're going to see here's a pop of it right here. And anyway, if you're interested in seeing my official Christmas 2019 house tour, then let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take you through so many rooms, pretty much every room in the house, and let's go. Alright, so now let's take a tour of my bedroom. This is also another video that I've done separate on its own. I have been putting this wreath on my door for a couple years now. So let's go ahead and look over into this corner. So I have a nice fireplace going on. I actually, this is from Amazon Prime, so if you have Prime, then you can play this. They have tons of other options as well, and Netflix has the just fireplace setting also. And then over in this corner, these are some Dollar Tree DIYs. I think they're gorgeous, they're simple, but yet they pop, and I think that they scream Christmas without having any like red and greens in it. Here is my Christmas tree. So this was actually in my dining room last year, but I upgraded and got a bigger tree and put that tree in here. I just put a white blanket, this is what I had on hand, and I just kind of wrapped it around the base of the tree. I kept it pretty simple, although I'm thinking about putting a red bow at the top, because you guys know I love that red bow. And that's pretty much it. Maybe next year we might do ornaments, we might not, I'm not sure. I really do love just a tree with lights without anything on it. And then here is the main part of the room, the bed, the nightstands, the couch here, the chair, and the ottoman. This cute little pillow is from the at-home store. So they even have like real jingle bells, and the back has plaid. I really love all the details, and you can see as we go through the rest of the room, you'll just see that really the theme is red, green, white, and then trees and just the car with the tree on it. And here it is again in this blanket. So yeah, you got a car with the tree. It is the softest blanket that I own. I sleep with it every single night, and I also got this at Home Goods. Over in this corner, I just have a mini tree that has a simple red satin bow at the bottom. I got that at Hobby Lobby. And then the two wood deers, that cabin, rustic cabin element that I'm trying to achieve. I really think that combining different textures and material really can, you know, change up the space quite a bit. And then you can see I put my favorite type of wreath. This is obviously throughout this whole house tour, you'll see that it's just everywhere. It's my favorite. I feel like it's a classic. The light up garland is from Hobby Lobby. And then this is actually different from the video when I decorated my room in the first place. I changed out the pillows, and I added those two red pillows in the back, and then just centered that Christmas tree pillow in the front. The red gingham duvet cover is from Amazon. I will try to find it and link it down below for you guys, but I know that it's linked in my original video. And then my snowflake sheets, unfortunately, are from a website. Not unfortunately, but I don't think that you'll be able to find these specifically. But they're from Geddington a few years back, like a few years back. They're available or not, but I will find some similar ones for you and link them down below also. This pillow cover, it's just the cover. I had to put my own pillow in there, but it is from Amazon, and I'll link that down below for you too. The red pillows are from Home Goods. And I did the same thing on this side, with the exception that I don't have any Christmas decorations. I just have a picture of my daughter, her senior homecoming. It's one of my favorite pictures of her. And then another tree, because I love to balance things out. And then these beautiful farmhouse rustic. I mean, because you've got the galvanized, you've got the wood frame. It's so beautiful, and I got these at Walmart. I think they were like 13 bucks each, and I think they're completely worth it. And I actually have a third one, but I didn't put up the third one. And if I had to tell you guys which part of the room is probably my favorite, it's this. I love my books. They're my favorite things on the planet, and I just love that I displayed them this way. They're nestled inside a sled. And yeah, so I just stacked all of my books and then popped a piece of this decor. You see that truck again. Here's another one of those trees. And then I have my candle going. This is my favorite candle that I've ever found, and I found it at Big Lots. And there's also a haul on this. This vintage Christmas tree smells divine. And actually this little red reindeer is from Dollar Tree, and when I'm not burning, I put the top lid back on, and then the reindeer sits on top of the lid. So, but for now, because I have the candle going, he sits over there. I love the layering effect that I did with the metal in the back and the worldly Tuscan vibe of the lamp, and then the cozy cabin of the tree and just the sled. I don't know, it's just such a visually pleasing space for me to look at. I just love it. And in this corner I keep my spray. This is a room spray air freshener, and it is freshly cut Christmas tree. I have no idea where I got it from, but it was in a haul recently not too long ago. And then I have my essential oil diffuser, but I don't have any like Christmassy type essential oils, but I still burn this like a lavender, which, you know, really sets the room at night to sleep better. Alright, we are in the game room, and there's actually no decorations in here besides those lights right there, and then there's lights right here, but I need to get batteries for those lights. But yeah, there's just nothing Christmassy going on in here. I originally thought I was going to put a tree right here, but then I changed my mind. But just so you can see, when you overlook the game room, you can see all the Christmas decorations. But I thought I would put this video, or this room, in the tour anyway, just because I've been getting it ready for my daughter to come home for Thanksgiving. And yeah, I love all the cute little lights. This cinema sign is from Hobby Lobby. These are from Dollar Tree, and then all the candy that I stock in here are from Dollar Tree as well. Usually I drape colorful Christmas lights around this door right here. I mean, it's pretty much what I've been doing the last couple of years, but I didn't do any lights there. I think it's because I use those lights in my daughter's room, and then again, those lights will light up once I get some batteries in them, but that is it for this room. Alright, so let's go into my daughter's room. It's pretty bare. She knows most of her stuff is at college, but I'll just show you how I decorated it. I love this little lounge area. That's a sweater of hers that I just draped over there. It just happens to also be gray. It's kind of hilarious. I double stacked some blankets. I love all the pops of red, all the fun little pillows that I think are so complimentary to like a teenager and a, you know, young adult. I just feel like it just works really well. And then just some random bits and baubles that I've accumulated throughout the years for her. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. I draped some of this peppermint garland around the base of that, and that's from Dollar Tree. It's beginning to look a lot like shopping. I thought that was pretty funny for her. And then these gorgeous trees with the stitching are, where are they from, guys? It was in a video. Was it Hobby Lobby? Here's what it looks like light up. I love that actually the lights are colorful lights rather than being clear lights. I just think it gives it an extra whimsical pop. I love how the tree turned out this year. It's definitely different from how I did it last year. I wish I would put it up on a stand, but I don't have anything to stand it up on. She usually has Polaroids here, but she took all of her favorite pictures, obviously, with her to college. And I just put in these Dollar Tree snowflake ornaments. Aren't they pretty? So simple. She's not really flashy. She doesn't like a lot of stuff, and so I feel like all of these simple little touches she would really like. Actually, she's already seen her room and she loves it. And she really loves this too because she's just like me. She loves her books. And then I added a Santa hat here, so it's really cute. Now, there were more, what do you call it, bookshelves, but they kept falling down. But in case you're wondering why there's like one random small bookshelf right here, it's because we actually use this whole wall for bookshelves. She had two long ones, double the size of that one that we got at IKEA, but they kept falling down. So I was just tired of putting it up, and I guess I didn't use the anchors properly. And then here's her bed, which is so gorgeous. I love how it turned out. So I plugged in those lights for you. Actually, she's coming home today, so I'm really excited. And I love how they turned out. Since the video when I did this, I had to take the whole bed apart and rewash the sheets. But it's so, so pretty. And then I also added a red bow to her lamp, which was not seen in the original video. And then I found this peppermint linen spray. So that's really fun. She can just spray, you know, her bed down, make it smell nice, and it will also smell like peppermint, so it goes with the theme of her room. And here is her TV section. As you can see, these are some of the books that were on those shelves that came down. The other ones she has with her, and then those are the colorful lights that light up, but I just didn't reach back there to turn them on. But this is her cozy little setting. My room did not look like this when I was growing up. I had Mariah Carey posters everywhere. I had stuff on my wall everywhere. I had random random comforter stuff. None of it matched. None of it made sense. And, but I guess that's the 80s and 90s for you. And into her bathroom, I actually did not decorate it at all, and I don't think I've actually ever shown her bathroom. But here it is. The only thing I have in here is this hand soap that says it's called Winter Snow, and I love that he is a snowman because she has snowmen on her tree, and I love that he's wearing that candy cane striped scarf. So I really love how it all ties it in together, but I'm thinking I might decorate this for Christmas. I'm not entirely sure, or I'm just gonna leave it at that. If I was gonna decorate it, I might actually switch this out for white, and then maybe do some like red bows or something, or like hang some candy canes or something off of it. I don't really know if I'm gonna go that far or not. I think I might just leave her bathroom the way that it is, but there it is. So I'm only gonna show this one side of the room because the rest of it's got a little bit, I have some decor I need to put up, but really the only Christmas stuff I have in here anyway is that pillow of the gold deer. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I call this the black and gold room because of the black carpet, and everything else was black and gold. And actually we didn't do all this to match the carpet. We had all of this before the last house, before this house I mean. And then when we moved in, we were like, okay, this works out perfectly, because she didn't want this room anyway as her main room, and it just all fell into place and worked out the way it worked out. But it has a window seat. Alright, so I wanted to film some of this house tour at night so that you guys could see what it looks like all lit up without all of the lights on. Here is the main view of the dining room. We've got a red sparkly bow. Even with this entryway light on, it really just shines beautifully. And yes, I did remember the poll between the red and the gold, and I was actually going to choose gold until I saw a comment that said that the gold was washing it out, and then I totally saw that and decided to just keep the red. I also turned on the LED Christmas tree tea lights. These are from Dollar Tree. I have an entire video of pretty much every space that you're gonna see, so I'm not gonna absolutely mention everything, but I will link each individual room down below. But those are from Dollar Tree. They're gorgeous and they change colors. Now it's blue. Unfortunately, the camera is not doing its justice. It is very pigmented in real life. But anyway, so back on our plaid. I don't bring out plaid in absolutely everything, but I love it in some of the more simple touches, and that's how I tied it into the dining room table. We're gonna work around over here. We have this Christmas sign. I think I got it from Walmart a couple of years ago. And then the sideboard table. There's something about Christmas decorations at night that I absolutely love. Like, look at that glitter. on those boxes. And then there is our plaid again. I just can't stay away from this pattern. It's just everything, especially this one right here in particular. There's a lot of different patterns of plaid, and this one's one of my top, actually my number one favorite, and then my second one is the green and navy one. And then I have, you know, just decor everywhere, trying to have everyday decor while also incorporating Christmas stuff. And then I put those wooden trees at the bottom. Now into the tree, you're gonna find plaid. Well, this isn't plaid, this is stripes, but for some reason there are things where I just still consider plaid even though it's technically not. Here is a buffalo check in this ornament, and then we have that same plaid that I really love. This is Dollar Tree, so it's really impressive that they had a really gorgeous plaid pattern, because some plaid patterns I don't mess with. They're not appealing to me. Here is another really beautiful one. It has like a sparkly version of buffalo check. It's got the gold in there. And then I made these ornaments myself. All right, and with the lights on over in this corner, here is this glittery reindeer. I've had him for quite some time. I don't even remember where I got him from, but I know it's in a video a couple years ago, and he is adorned with some plaid ribbon. He just looks so, so cute. And then up on this table, this sign, I love this sign. I'm not really like a fan of the beaded trend. I do see the appeal, but I just don't absolutely need it in everything. But I love how this little table turned out. I just thought it was missing something, so I threw in that Dollar Tree ornament right here in the corner, and I really like it. And going to step back so that you can see what this looks like with the light on. It's just so much more charming with all the lights off. I don't know, let me know, do you love Christmas more in the daytime or in the nighttime? And here is the entryway. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. There is a fully dedicated video on it, so I'll link it down below. I have some stuff that actually needs to go upstairs to my daughter's room. I want to put in some more of those snowman ornaments that I got from Dollar Tree. And then I found him when I was unboxing a bunch of stuff. Even though she doesn't have green, I don't know, I thought a pop of green and it being the Grinch. And this is like one of her Build-A-Bears from a really long time ago. Anyhow, so that's why those are there. And then I have this tree all lit up, and I finally got a red bow at the top. I don't think that bow was there when I originally filmed the entryway, but I finally got one up there. As you can see through the trends of my house, I'm obsessed with the green and red velvet bow look. And even though this is part of my Plaid Week series, there's actually nothing in my entryway that has plaid. Yeah, but I still think this is probably the best section of my entire house with Christmas decor. This is my favorite room that I've decorated. I get super excited about things like this, where those are Dollar Tree items, and I think it made the space, because I think if we removed these jars, it would be like, oh, a bunch of trees, but something about the pop and the shininess of these jars just elevated it for me. All right, now we're gonna look into my office, and you will only exclusively see this in here. Not that it's a big of a deal by any means by saying that it's exclusive, but there's not actually a dedicated video on this room. I just didn't think that I did enough to warrant its own entire video. So I knew that when I put this together that I would at least include it into my house tour. Now you can see there is plaid right there. This is a gorgeous lamp, and I believe I got it at Home Goods. All right, so my office has a lot of private stuff, so I really don't like to overly show too many up-close details, but the only thing that I did in the bookshelf is I added the little nutcrackers. So you can kind of see them on every, sorry, I'm gonna stop pointing because my camera tries to focus, but they're on every level there, and I did the same thing over on the other side, and they are the wooden nutcrackers. I actually prefer the wooden ones to the plastic ones that Dollar Tree put out. So 2018 they put out the wooden ones, and this year they put out plastic ones, if you don't know what I'm talking about. So those are the wooden ones, and I just stored the plastic ones away because I'm sure I'll use it at some point in my life. And if you look head on from this area, you can see that I decorated my office table, and I've got that piece centered right there in front of the lamp. I tried to tie it to the lamp to secure it, but it wasn't working out very well. So it's actually just balancing there, and it actually doesn't topple over that much. And then on both ends, you can see that I have a candle and nestled in some topiary. I've had those for such a long time, I couldn't even tell you where I got those from. But I love them for this room because it gives it that nice pop of green. And over here, I do want to give you at least one up close shot of the nutcrackers. So good. I hope that you guys got your hands on the wooden ones because it doesn't look like they'll ever do it again. And then here's another one right here. Such beautiful detail. I need to fix his little beard, but they're all unique. They all have different coats and different tights and different crowns. It's just awesome. And the last thing to see in this room is this area right here. It's probably my favorite. I don't know, it's just pleasing to the eye visually for me, I guess. And this is where I put in a couple of pieces of decor. So over here, I added these cardinals. They're from Dollar Tree. And then I added a pop of green with just an ornament right there next to a picture of my brother and my daughter a long time ago. Here's that lamp again. And then up on this shelf, as you can see, I just added, this was a very old DIY with the picture frame and the plaid. I think it was a plaid week in the last house. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. More than that, 4 or 5 years ago. I added more of the cardinals. It actually is funny because you guys need to check out my office from the last house, and I had a cardinal theme. So I really love that I brought the cardinals back into my office. So now I'm thinking I'm definitely gonna make it a tradition and keep cardinals in my office. And then I added this little pedestal thing for height to just move up another cardinal, and then I added some more green ornaments to kick up that green and red I have going on. And then you can just see from my view here, I can see all kinds of sparkly stuff and all my trees, and everything's lit up. The next space we're going to take a look at is my guest bathroom. Now, I would definitely decorate in my own master bath, but the wallpaper, it just no. So anyway, I usually get my fill, I guess, out of decorating a bathroom in this guest bathroom. Even the wallpaper in here isn't what I would normally do, but listen, it is what it is for now. But there's definitely a lot of plaid going on here. And actually, I was going for a theme in here. I was gonna do a Griswold theme, and it does have it definitely for me, because let's start over in this section and then I'll just kind of explain it. But here is a really cute Dollar Tree sign. I put it in here. This is my everyday basket that's just here all year long. And then whenever I see a car and tree on it, it's definitely Clark Griswold. Even though they weren't riding in a truck, it still applies for me. Then in here, I added all of these gorgeous Dollar Tree sequined light bulbs, because, you know, he has that light bulb fit and he's just adding millions of bulbs. And then down here, I just have a candle burning from Dollar Tree. And then in this section here, this is where I put the hand soap and lotion. So if you watch all my videos, I knew that I wanted this set specifically for this bathroom. Balsam cedar, it smells really, really nice. And then I rolled up these Dollar Tree hand towels, right? And then these little trees were here last year. Last year I did a Home Alone theme. So if you're interested in that, you have to check it out and see how I did that. And then over here I have my normal everyday towel, and then I added this one on top just to bring out some red over in this section. And then this is what I kind of came up with. It's not my favorite, but I was running out of decor, and last year this was on my fireplace mantle. And then I was like, you know what, let me bring them in here for height. Here, this is where I added my plaid. I just wrapped it around this towel. No one takes baths in here, so no one actually uses this towel. So it's just here for show and to honestly take up this blank space, because it's such a tall bathroom. And I actually had something here, but I didn't like it. It was kind of competing with these These are the star of the show for me. However, it doesn't really go with what I'm doing. I feel like there's this really nice, mature, I guess, vibe over here, and then it just becomes a little kitty. But I still love these solar lights from Dollar Tree. I think they're solar lights. Yeah, they're solar lights, but I hung them up as charms on my shower. I really like the idea, and you know what? I could always paint those too. I could always paint those whatever color I want, maybe like a nice dark red and a dark green, you know, and then they'll look a lot, I guess, older. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think you guys know what I'm saying. And then in here, if you watched how I did this for my fall makeover, I did this basically the same thing. I put these Dollar Tree candles in here. I got the winter pine, the peppermint starlights, and then the frosted sugar plums. All right, in the next room, maybe even the last room, I can't really tell through how I'm gonna do this through editing, but it's the living room. And again, I'm filming at night just because I want you guys to kind of see this without the lights on, so I am going to turn them off in a second, but for now let's look at it in the daytime view. Let's scoot back this way because it's probably one of my favorite views is from like right here. I don't know, something about this whole lineup and then seeing that peekaboo in the back is my favorite. So when you look at it from this point of view, you've got Loxy right there, and then you can see those wreaths popping out in the back over here. I did it the same way that I did last year. I just hang them up there, and it's really nice because it gives something on the back so that it seems, you know, a little bit more balanced. This table has my countdown, although I think those days are off. My niece was playing with it, so I really don't actually know how many days are going. And then I have my tea light candles going, or my LED battery operated candles going. And then here's the plaid. Gotta have plaid in my stuff one way or another. And I just nestled them in there. And then this is also pretty recent. It was part of Plaid Week Day 1, but I made a plaid garland for this area. So as you can see, this is Loxy's spot by the fire. She absolutely loves it. And then there is our pop of plaid there, just so you can see from this view. Yeah, red and green, it's definitely my thing. Got the fireplace going, and then ta-da! This is my new fireplace decor. I've never done it like this before. There's not plaid in this. I decided to go with this burlap with the red snowflake, and then I have this red mesh underneath. But for me, plaid isn't just a pattern, it's also a set of colors, and red and green just goes with it for me. Over in this section, of course, we have Home Alone playing. We've got some pops of red. I just threw on some ornaments over here. And then here is some more plaid in this piece. That center tree. I love this plaid too, the one with the white. Really like that. Got some random like Christmas snow houses there. And then we've got this piece that has the buffalo check moose. I think I got that from Hobby Lobby or Target, I'm not really sure. And then just some more everyday decor. When we look over here, this is my tree for 2019, and I absolutely love it. There's not one thing I would change about it. I think it's completely magical. I'll turn off the light in a minute so you guys can see what it looks like, but it's everything I've always wanted my tree to look like, and I feel like I'm really happy with the work that I did. There's really not much plaid going on in this tree, as shocking as that is. It's more like the tree in the dining room that has all the plaid, but anyway, that's all right. And then when you look up here at the top, I've got a different tree topper this year. It's a light up star. And then the finial dopera. Is that what it was from Christmas at the Plaza that I learned? What they call tree toppers, finial doperas? And before we turn out the lights, I'll go ahead and show you this view. So here is the couch. I need to fluff it a little bit, but you know, just everyday life. Those are coming across really brown on camera, but they're not actually that dark. They're actually pretty close to the color of the couch. So it's kind of bizarre what colors the camera likes to translate, while some other things look like their natural color, or I don't know, maybe I'm just colorblind. And I love this pillow because it has a Home Alone thing for me. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. And then there's our plaid and these pillows, which I think I got from Kohl's. And then just, you know, my everyday life. I've got my Christmas planner there. I always keep my stuff there. My phone charger, peeking so nicely, but real life. And then I've got my slippers. This is basically like my spot. And I got my water. Oh, there's some plaid right here. One of my favorite DIYs are the Christmas charms that I made. And there's plaid right here in this ribbon. So there's actually a video on this DIY. It's a Dollar Tree, by the way, and I loved it. So I put them back out again this year. All right, so I wanted to show you the view from the nighttime. Got the sparkly fireplace, mantle, and then the fireplace. Isn't that just cozy? And the puppy at night. She's just as cute in the nighttime too. And next up is going to be my kitchen. You can just see from behind the couch, this is the current view. And I really like how it turned out. It's not so much plaid actually in here. I wanted to more focus on a gingerbread theme, but there is a little bit of plaid going on, and I'll show you where that's at. But I really love how this turned out. I think I'm definitely gonna keep the gingerbread theme for years to come in my main kitchen. So this section right here actually has not been on camera. This piece right here with the Noel, you can just see that gingerbread quality. Looks like a big chunk of gingerbread spelled out Noel. And then this really pretty tree, I think I got it at Michael's. Let's go over into this section. Not much is going on, but I did put up the Fa La La sign there, and it's all lit up. It's so pretty. And then this is actually a Dollar Tree DIY that I made, I think last year or the year before, and I made a bunch of door charms because I love for the door to jingle when they open. I just love the sound of jingling bells during Christmas. It's just really magical. So we're gonna hear Loxie chomping on her food, so I'm sorry about that. And here is the tablescape, and this is where you're going to see the plaid. So I used the plaid in the tablecloth or table placemats. I really love this because it goes so well with the gingerbread. It's just the charger doesn't work for me. I think maybe something with white with like a gold trim, kind of like the small plate, would be really pretty, but I looked and looked everywhere and I just could not find chargers that I wanted. So I defaulted to these that I already had from the Dollar Tree. This is Dollar Tree, but there's an entire video on my kitchen, on this kitchen. So I'll link all of those down below for you if you want all the details. And of course, you know, I had to incorporate gingerbread houses. Now this house lights up and that house lights up, but I don't have batteries in them quite yet. And then that one's lit up, and then the trees, it's hard to tell, but the trees are lit up too. I'm also not the biggest fan of these like snow blankets that I got from Dollar Tree. I actually wanted something to look more like snow rather than these swirls in here looking like an actual blanket is just tucked in kind of thing. But we're going with it this year, but next year I will be changing that up. And my favorite piece of the entire kitchen, which is actually my favorite tree in the entire house, is this gingerbread tree. Again, that's not plaid, that's a gingham, but it's still kind of plaid to me. Whenever I see lines and more than, you know, one color, it's just plaid to me. And you've got all the gorgeous ornaments. It's just such a fun tree, and I really love how it turned out. I've always wanted to do gingerbread, so I'm really happy that I finally did it this year. Here is the back wall of my kitchen where most of my cooking goes on, because I have my stove over there, which is not clean, so I'm sorry about that. And here is this corner. It actually is different from the original Decorate With Me for my kitchen, so this is the update. But these are some cake stands. They're gorgeous, and I really love how this turned out. So you definitely have to go watch the kitchen makeover video to see what it looked like before, and then let me know which style you liked best, because it was really different. Over in this section, I just did some slight moving around. I don't know, I've been just toying with the display of this, and this is what I've come up with. I really don't like the outlet being there, but that's just because I try to be too perfect and it just whatever, just fine. I obviously need outlets to cook with, you know, but anyway. So I really love this section. I love that I made these cake stands. They are Dollar Tree DIYs. That's also in the kitchen decorate with me video, so you gotta go check that out. And then over in this section, I just have a couple of Candyland type trees, and then even the sign looks like it's dusted in sugar, but it's probably just supposed to be faux snow. But I still think it's gingerbread to me because it looks like sugar. And then here is the back of the tree, so you can see some more of the ornaments. The ribbon candy. And then from this area, you can just get the big overview of the house. You can see the living room from back here. Yeah, I just really like the views from this house, and it's really cozy for me. There's just one thing that you will not see in the kitchen tour, and that is this back wall right here where I have my coffee pot. That's gonna be its own Plaid Week video because I'm gonna do a plaid hot cocoa bar. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. I debated back and forth on when I was gonna release the house tour. I thought, let me include it, but I decided in the end that just due to the timing that this video had to come first. And yeah, so stay tuned for the plaid hot cocoa bar, and that's not going to be the video after this, but, or it might. I have to look at my list. I don't really know, but anyway, it's definitely not going to be in today's video, so stay tuned for that. And that's basically the entire house tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along throughout my house and seeing how I've decorated. I want to tell you that it has taken me years upon years and years to get to this point. This wasn't something that I just snapped and it happened. I've changed out my decor multiple times. Like the tree, for instance, I used to have like the Grinch green I talked about. I used to have different colored green bulbs, and then last year I decided to completely change those out. You know, it's just making little changes, and it just, sometimes it takes a while. So don't feel any kind of pressure, or don't be hard on yourself if you don't feel like you have what you're envisioning in your mind. Sometimes it just takes a while, and that's okay. A lot of this stuff I've actually had for years and years and years, and my collection just keeps growing. Big, massive changes in the future, but who knows? You never know with me. But anyway, that's it. That's the house tour. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll see you in Plaid Week Day 3.